Ladies and gentlemen, it is that time again. I have taken to Twitter and I have sent out a tweet requesting your silliest, daftest, stupidest redstone ideas for me to build, and you guys have responded in your thousands as per usual. And this time the selection was extremely good. In fact, it was very difficult to pick some out, but here are the 10 that I chose. By far the most popular request came from Ethan Johnson, and he asked me to build a mustache that shoots fireballs. So here is the mustache, as you can see. It's the perfect shape of mustache, you can't get any better than that, and when we hit this button right here, you can see that fireballs are shot from the mustache. Now there are no exposed dispensers, no funny business going on here. I haven't retracted the mustache away so that we can fire fireballs from behind it. Nope, the fireballs actually come from the mustache. And if you want to know how I did it, shifting blocks, dispensers, you can actually shoot things through the block. It's pretty cool. Another fairly popular suggestion is this one from Farrah Flinch, who has asked me to build a self-eating pie. Now I'm just going to warn you, my pie does not look particularly appetizing. As you can see, it looks a little bit coarse, maybe a tiny bit undercooked, and I don't really know about what we have going on inside. I mean, I assume it's a rhubarb pie. Okay, that's kind of what I was going for here. But it is much more difficult to build a pie in Minecraft than I was expecting, especially a self-eating one. And to make it eat itself, all we have to do is type in game rule, random tick speed, and then set it to, say, for example, 10, and it should begin. There we go. We can see some things being eaten. Eventually, this thing will be almost fully gobbled up, leaving a lot of the center behind so that we can chomp on it later on. I think that's the plan here, but it's pretty cool. Once again, I quite like this thing. It doesn't involve too much redstone, but I actually think this idea is quite smart. Simon Rowe has asked me to build the most complicated redstone lighting system I can think of. Now, I spent a long time trying my best to come up with ideas for this thing, going through chandelier lighting systems, block swappers, all that sort of thing, and I settled on this. The sun. I've put it very, very far away, it's extremely far away, and every 8 minutes or so it will orbit around us and then go underneath us, or go underneath the Minecraft world, and about 12 minutes later it will pop up on the other side. And it's travelling extremely fast. Really, really fast. And it burns on forever. It's just an infinite source of fuel. I mean, that's about as complicated as it can get. To save your ears, I'm going to assume this person is called Taylor, and Taylor has requested I build a homework burner. So here is the system right here. If we flick this lever, this hatch will open up, revealing a fire, which we can chuck our homework down into. And when we do, we actually get a formal notice from the machine, and it's addressed to your teacher. Dear Sir or Madam, I regret to inform you that my homework has been engulfed in a horrible fire, and thus cannot be completed. Please let me off, as I don't enjoy your company and do not wish to be held against my wish in detention. I think that's good. I mean, that's perfectly polite, isn't it? Taylor has also asked me to build a shameless plug to the filming channel. Maybe I'd never do that. That doesn't sound like me at all. Why would I do such a thing? Anyway, everyone be quiet because the film's starting. The first was Johnny, a filmmaker responsible for a number of different projects, most namely the Pearl of Africa documentary, which had just recently been sold to Netflix. And he was also being joined by... No, but seriously, you should check out the filming channel, link down in the description. The real David Grant has asked me to build a single piece of redstone on a single iron block. I'm sorry, mate, I gave it my best shot, but... I'm sorry. DJ has asked me to build a YouTube play button that transforms through the different play buttons, so it goes from silver to gold to diamond. So, here it is in silver form. If we hit this button right here, that should hopefully transform the entire thing. It's all in order, so it will go through to the gold one, and then this one will send us through into the diamond one as well. So we have got the 3 different types of YouTube play button, but I thought I'd also add in an extra one. I thought I'd chuck in the YouTube logo as well, just for good measure. Ben Rundus has asked me to build Legos inside Minecraft, apparently in Spanish, and judging by the way that he's placed his full stops, very dramatically. So, Ben Rundus, I have built exactly that. Here is the Lego brick, and just like in real life, if we stand on top of it, we die. Hodgels has asked me to build an Is It Daft or Not randomizer. So here it is. Now, it was quite a complicated circuit. There's a whole bunch of different contraptions going on in here, and we've only got a 3x3 build space, simply because if we were to make it bigger, it would get exponentially more complicated. And that's due to the way that the redstone works. But anyway, if we place in all of the blocks, I'm going to try my best to build a non-daft thing. No, I'd say that's alright. I mean, you know, I've definitely seen dafter builds in Minecraft, but if we hit this button, that will begin the scanning mechanism. So what's happening here is the system is scanning our build and just checking its daftness. It's creating a full 3D image of it. You can see the beam has gone all the way around, and then eventually it will dispense out an outcome. Certified not daft. I knew it. And for the final, and in my opinion, the best redstone contraption of today's video, Fantasy has asked me to build an alarm clock with a chicken that will make you wake up at sunrise. Now, I personally think this idea is brilliant. I absolutely love it. So if we set the time to, say, 15,000, and then we sleep in this little bed right here, listen very carefully. I want one of these in Hermitcraft. Seriously. I mean, obviously we can't get chicken spawn eggs, but there's got to be a way that you could do it with eggs. Maybe I could just, like, 1 in 20 nights, because that's the chances of you getting a chicken from an egg. I would get the joy of waking up to a cuckoo. Brilliant. Thank you ever so much for the idea. It's probably one of my favourite ones of this entire series. So we go, that rounds up today's video of me building your silly redstone ideas. This is my personal favourite episode. All of the suggestions were fantastic. I absolutely loved creating it, and I cannot wait to start work on the next one. But unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, that is all I've got time for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to hit that like button, and if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later. Oh, and as per usual, I've got to do a bit of a shameless plug. You should check out the filming channel. There'll be a link on the end screen. Latest video is pretty good, I think.